Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Two Latin Brothers podcast, the podcast where we talk about our day-to-day lives and entertainment brought to you as a comedy podcast. I'm Victor.
I'm Adrian.
And we're back yet again. We have done quite a few things.
We have been busy because you're hearing this on Saturday.
You're hearing this on Saturday.
Not on Friday. And
Not
the same thing
Friday.
happened last week. It happened because of technical error.
Yeah.
But this week it happened by choice.
Yes.
Just things happen.
So, we went to go watch a movie that's hit the billboards, that's hit news, that's hit people in the face.
Okay, whoa. Who are you hitting in the face?
I'm not
with
hitting
this
anyone
film?
in the face. I'm just saying it deals with being hit in the face.
Okay. Oh, okay. I
We
see what you're
watched
saying.
Creed 3. It was phenomenal. I really must say, if you're an enjoyer of the so-called anime, then you probably enjoyed it more than you thought you would.
Yeah, not to spoil it, but some of the shots,
Some of the cinematography
very
and
much,
decisions that were made,
very much anime.
very much anime. I loved it.
It was nice.
It made me want to go buy boxing gloves.
It made you want to go fight somebody.
I walked out of that theater limping.
Yeah, because
I'm like, I feel like I walked out of a fight just now.
No, it was. There were some good moments in that film, obviously, and some things were a little, but all films have that. But it was a good film. I enjoyed it. Because Rocky isn't in this one, so.
Yeah.
Obviously moving away from like the main franchise because, let's be real.
Well, it's not really moving away from the franchise.
Well, okay, no,
he was still a part of the creation.
Yes, but everybody knows Rocky, and
they mention Rocky.
They name drop him a few times, but that's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is the fact that, I was involved. I was part of post. No. He produced it. Sylvester Stallone helped produce it, but it was. Where was I going with this? You pulled me out of it.
You're welcome. That's what I do. I make people transcend. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa, rewind.
I make people live out of body experiences.
No, what I was trying to say was that we all know Rocky Balboa, and we know the story. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you got like 7 films to watch. Plus the 3 that are now called Creed.
Yeah. So-called Creed.
Yeah, it's good. But apart from like the whole, no Rocky showing up on film thing, I don't know if it really affected the film overall.
I don't think it did.
To
be honest with you, all I was missing was a motivational talk.
From Rocky.
Yeah. Because I take those to heart.
Yeah,
there's some that happen in Creed. I think it was Creed 2.
Yeah.
No, Creed 1.
Yeah.
No, Creed
2. Which one?
There was one where he it's 1.
Yeah.
It's 1. Where he tells him to look at himself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And the advice he gives them in that moment, in case you haven't seen it, I'm going to let you live it first time. That advice, good advice, great advice. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You can live that in life. Okay, he even says so himself.
You want to say what it is?
No. Because I can't remember exactly. It'd be very, very vague paraphrase.
Okay. Should I paraphrase for you?
Yeah, paraphrase for me.
I'm going to paraphrase for you.
Yeah, you don't remember either.
I don't even know what scene you're talking about, to be honest. Like, when he's, like, in the mirror, when he's shadowboxing? Yeah. Or when he's, like... Because when they're, like, in the gym and he's looking in the mirror...
Yeah.
It's like, look in the mirror. You see that guy?
Okay, no.
That's your enemy.
Yeah.
That's the scene?
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I don't know. There's also another moment in Creed 2 where that happens.
Yeah.
Where he tells him, it's just you versus you in there.
Yeah.
You need to get used to that.
That's true in boxing and that's true in life.
Right? So,
it's you versus you. You're competing against your past self. Always improving. Getting better. I love how this is a comedy podcast, and I'm out here trying to throw you guys some motivation.
Rise above, be better.
Rise above, be better. Just do.
It's like, it's not revenge, it's retribution.
Oh my goodness.
If you watch Creed 3, you get that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where thematically too, it was really well done.
Yeah. I mean, there was a few like shots that were taken during fight
Yeah.
of like close-ups. That was cool.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, good film. Highly recommend. Go see it.
Yeah. What would you give it on a scale of 1 to 10?
What?
What did you give it on a scale of 1?
We haven't even scaled it
We
yet.
should scale it.
I give it an 8 point. I'll say like an 8.2 or 3.
I give it an 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
What was it on Rotten Tomatoes? I don't remember what it's got on Rotten
Oh, he's pulling it out, ladies and gentlemen. He's pulling out the numbers, the real analytics. What does Google users say? What does Rotten Tomatoes say? And why does IMDb say? These are the questions.
What was this movie called again?
Oh my goodness. It's called Creed 3. We just talked about it for like a good, I don't know.
I was joking, bro. Calm down. Relax. Take a breath. Take a breather. All right, it's got an 88 on Rotten Tomatoes.
88. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
so it's
pretty
an 8.8.
Mind you, Michael B. Jordan directed this, so.
Oh yeah, this is his debut film, right?
Yeah, I believe
director?
so. It is his debut film as director.
Nice.
Yeah.
Really good. Really, really good. See, that's also something to take into consideration when you're rating your movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, depends. Because if it's a director who's done multiple like directions for movies, then you can be a little harsher.
Yeah, for sure.
But for this as a first one, it was good. It was good. Great. Good. Great. Yeah. Great. Good. Very great. Good.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good. I wonder what its box office was like.
I don't know. Box office must have been like.
So it's over $1 million. Wow, it cost $75 million to make this film.
1.3?
No, it just says it's internationally it's over $1 million. But the budget for this movie apparently.
Oh wait, no, 1.9 would be.
I can't confirm, but it's the budget for it was $75 million to make this film.
Wow.
Yeah,
all right, I'm gonna Google the box office now.
Okay, the box office is $124 million.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
It's the 8th highest grossing film of 2023.
Wow.
It's already 8. I mean, it's kind of hard to compete with. You got the Marvels and you got the
Way of Water
that came out in December.
Wow, I'm just that bad, guys.
It's just you didn't see it. It's just the thing is we didn't watch it till January.
That is fair, on my part.
On my part. I feel like we've been going to the movies a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we have, but that's because of scene points.
Yeah, I mean,
yes and no. I mean, cause like every time we've had like a minor discount or we got a free ticket.
Right. So okay, we went to go see Way of Water. Then I went to go see Ant-Man. Now Creed 3. Is there another movie coming out next month that we gotta go see?
Maybe.
Maybe. Are you gonna be like the next one we're gonna go see is Fast 10? If you know Fast,
we should go watch Fast 10. Like families.
Family.
Family can get you through anything as long as you're close.
I don't think so.
No, I put movies because family. I'm just not even running it anymore.
He's out of it, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't know what's going on no more. We're lost.
Coming out in 2023. So another Wonka film is coming.
Okay.
I don't know if this isn't next month or anything. This is just movies that are still yet to come out this year.
Okay.
So we got Wonka.
Yeah.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Right.
The Little Mermaid.
Uh-huh.
Guardians 3.
Right.
The Marvels.
Yeah.
Fast 10.
Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 4.
That gotta sound on the feet.
Spider-Man Across the Universe.
Yep.
Barbie.
Yep.
Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
I haven't even read the book yet. I keep saying I'm going to, and I never get around to it.
I didn't even know that they were making a movie for that. Anyway, and they got Scream.
I think it's based. I think that book is like the first Hunger Games.
Yeah.
At least I can't remember. It's been it's been a minute since I read the synopsis.
Yeah, we got the next Scream movie in the series also coming out.
Right.
We got
Like the next series. Wait, what? The what?
Scream. Like
Oh,
the
right.
horror film.
Right.
We got Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom.
Right.
We got Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Right.
We got Indiana Jones: The Dial of Destiny.
Right.
We got Transformers: Rise of the Beasts.
Right.
Dune Part 2.
Wow.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning.
Wow.
The Flash.
Right.
Um,
Okay, so there's a lot of movies coming out this year.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
for sure.
This is a jam-packed year. I had no idea. I'm at a loss. This is unprecedented. We're gonna spend a lot of time in the movie theater.
Blue Beetle.
They mean a blue. Oh, I think I saw the commercial for that. I mean the trailer for that.
Yeah.
Like the teaser trailer. Not even the trailer. The teaser for the trailer.
Yeah, this is good. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's called That's a cool logo. I want to show him. It's a cool logo.
That is a very cool.
It's
logo.
a fire logo. Not gonna lie. What's it called? The guy who's playing Blue Beetle is gonna be the guy from Cobra Kai.
Let me
The
see.
kid. Huh?
Let me see. The kid from Cobra Kai.
Kid from Cobra Kai.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't
The
know. That's
main
cool.
character of Cobra Kai.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's hype, actually.
The main kid.
Haven't watched more Cobra Kai. Got to get back into that. There's so many things now, man. I can't keep up with all of it. I don't know how people do this. Like, watching this, I'm watching that. I barely have time to sleep now. Like, this is crazy.
I'm tired.
Like, how do people work a 9-to-5 job and find time to watch all this stuff? Like, I don't know how they do this. Like,
well, you see, they exist to consume.
I feel like in order to keep up with everything, you have to be. That just has to become your job.
Maybe.
Like, you need to become like a movie critic.
It's like people who work late night shows.
Yeah.
They're watching so much
Yeah.
and listening to so much.
Right.
And like you can like there's times where you can hear like for example Jimmy Fallon. There's times where he like ends up saying, "Well, I was up all night watching movies."
Yeah.
Like that's legit his job. Like he has to.
Right, because he's interviewing people and asking people questions about said film.
Yeah.
I mean, but there was that one time
Yeah.
where James Gordon, the Late Show night host. I don't even know if he's. I think he ends in April actually next month.
The Late Show.
The Late Show.
The Late Show.
Yeah, it's 3 lates and then show.
Okay. The
Um,
Late Show.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the point here. So, and you know how he does that like spill your guts or fill your guts thing
Yeah.
with like the gross food and like he asks questions.
Yeah.
So someone once asked him, like, did you ever actually, like, read... Like, someone had a book, and he was saying how the book was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they're like, is there ever been a time where you've not read the book or watched the movie or whatever?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, it's happened a few times. He's like, after like, what did he say? After season 3 of the show, he's like, I just stopped. Like, I don't watch it. Like, I don't... He's like, because I realized that it's not like they can verify. He's like, we don't have time to be verifying if I actually...
Also, like...
And he's like, also, the questions I ask about whatever it is have to be super vague so I don't spoil it.
Yeah.
So
it works anyways.
Yeah, he's like, so I just get, like, a writer to watch whatever. And then
and if it's something that goes viral, he'll probably end up seeing it on his Instagram anyways.
Yeah. So he's like, I just don't... he gave up on it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's actually smart, though, because let's say it's like a season finale.
Yeah.
Right? You can watch like a 20-minute thing summarizing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Right? If that's what you're going to talk about.
It's like how when...
Or you can just watch episode trailers.
Remember when we were watching Attack on Titan?
Yes.
And I showed you that summary of like the first 3 seasons?
Yes. I already forgot Okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. But I haven't watched Attack on Titans, the first part of the last season.
No, we haven't seen season 4 of Attack on Titan.
Yeah, okay, we haven't seen season. We haven't watched it because we started watching it with our entire family.
Yeah.
And then, got distracted by other shows.
Yeah.
And then we just never got back into it. And then the way the wait was so long that we forgot a lot of it. And then we were just super confused when we got straight back into it. Then that's when we started watching the YouTube video.
Yeah.
And even after that, I was still pretty confused. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay.
Because there's a lot. There's a lot that happens.
Oh, yeah.
And the way the guy, like, in one sentence, he summarizes, like, 4 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, whoa, relax. Take a step back. Let me process this for a second. What? Wait, who? And then, whoa.
Yeah.
That's me when I watch a 20-minute summary. But at the same time, I really want to get back into it.
Yeah.
But that requires me to rewatch. I feel like I should just rewatch it.
Just rewatch the whole
Just rewatch the entire thing.
That seems like
I feel like I can handle it in 3 nights.
An emotional roller coaster.
3 nights.
In 3 nights.
In 3 nights.
You need to sleep.
I already don't. Anyways.
I mean,
wow, you copying me now with my uhs and ms? You know, I'm trying to get rid of those. Anyways.
I was going to say again.
Yeah. See, the problem is when you're talking and you're thinking about something more to say. The crutch is like, again, because I'm still processing.
There are people who use a maybe too.
Huh? Maybe. Also the word, you know.
You know.
Well, the words, you know.
You know.
You know?
You know.
Yeah. Also, yeah. Just for the sake of it, yeah. Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
I can't remember who we were talking to
so
someone.
Many crush words.
We were talking to someone and they finished their sentence with the word and. This happened last night. Remember they were like saying something and then they went and then it was like dead silent for like a couple of seconds. I went, hello?
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, I was on the other side, like, because it was a game chat, so they're like talking.
And they were just like,
and they go, and then it's just dead silent. And I'm waiting for like the response.
You just reminded me of a clip.
And then they go,
with Tom Holland.
hello? And I go, yeah, we're here. We're waiting for you to finish.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember this clip. There's a clip of Tom Holland with Zendaya about the way he talks. Because, you know, he has the accent.
Right, yeah, because he's British.
Because he's British. He's not actually New Yorker. No, it messes with your head when you watch interviews.
I know, it's crazy.
He's such a good actor for that, honestly. What was I going with this? I started, like, you know...
How it reminds you of an interview.
Yeah. Where he says... He repeats the last word of what he says on top of what he just said. So, I think it was, like, something of... I think they were like he finished like a sentence, or he said like that twice. Okay. So he's like that, and I was just like,
why?
I don't know. I gotta find this clip.
No.
It's gonna break me.
Not right now. I'm
just gonna search.
Bro, not right now.
Tom Holland repetition.
No. He's broken, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Bro,
with Zendaya.
Why don't you
interview?
Okay, bro, you can't play this.
I'm not gonna play it.
You can't play
I'm
this.
not gonna play it.
What I was gonna say is we should take a quick commercial break.
Imagine we just leave 5 minutes of darkness. It's just like, and welcome to darkness. And then it's just my voice going, ah! Every like point, like 5.
Bro, I'm trying to cut to a commercial break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
This podcast is brought to you in part by Two Latin Brothers Podcast. You thought there wouldn't be a commercial, but there is. So make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. We'll see you guys right now.
And we're back.
We are back. I didn't find the clip of Zendaya. I tried.
It's been like 12 minutes. He was working hard.
No, it's been like 2. I tried for 2 minutes.
And then he gave up.
Well, I didn't give up. We had to continue.
Yeah.
The show must go on. So now I'm going to go on a 30-minute spiel about Pikachu, how he's a rat.
He's a mouse.
Pikachu, he's a rat.
He's a mouse.
He's a rodent.
Mouse.
He's a rodent.
Mouse.
I'm still not wrong by saying he's a rodent.
I mean, that's on you.
What? Isn't that how this works? Boom. Flick of the year. I don't know what that was. I apologize. I think I'm having an episode.
I am the episode.
Welcome to the next episode. We're This is actually episode 11.
No.
This is episode 11.
We're not
Welcome,
doing
guys.
that. This
is a 2-in-1 special. No, it's not.
It's really not.
I could gaslight you into believing it, but I feel like that's very toxic towards our viewers.
Why are we trying to gaslight people into believing that this is episode 11?
This is episode 12. Actually, guys, this is episode 52. The year is ending. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the year. Let's roll the clips as a flashback. No, I'm kidding.
The clips as a flashback.
If we could all direct your attention to the right corner. No, I'm kidding.
It'd be really funny. It's just you say this is episode 11. This is episode 12.
It's like and imagine the flashbacks just like the repeat at the start of this episode. Just like the prior to what's happening right now. I think that would be a great idea.
Roll the film.
Roll the clip. No, I'm kidding. Don't do it. Oh, anyways,
I always think about that. How at one point, like we'll have so much film. We'll just be like, cut to the clip.
Yeah, I know, but we're gonna have to hire a guy to go find that. So we don't remember the titles of our episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff. Like you need to hire someone to watch all of our podcasts
and like timestamp.
Yeah, no, not timestamp. Cut it into clips.
Yeah, timestamp it.
Yeah, just cut it all up. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I can't be bothered.
I need like. If you're looking for a volunteer job, and I want you to go through the entire thing and then turn it into TikToks for me. And once you do that, I will see if I like it, and then if I like it, you're hired. But I'm not paying you because it's a volunteer job.
No, it's like how when season 5 started, I considered making like chapters.
Yeah.
In the timeline.
Yeah.
Then I was like, that's just too much work having to come up with a chapter every time.
Yeah. Chapter 1, Pikachu. Chapter 2, rodent. Chapter 3, it's not a rat. Chapter 4, it's a mouse. Just like that whole video in like one little thing. Let us know what your favorite Pokemon is down below. Comments. Why not?
In the comment section.
In the comment section down below. I mean, we have quite a few Pokemon. We got Pikachu, got Bulbasaur, got the Eevee, got the Cubone. Never remember that guy's name, but he's up there too.
Never remember that guy's name, but he's up there too.
Yeah, he is up there too. You're welcome.
What was it? There was a new season of Fortnite that dropped.
Yes, Fortnite season something has finally dropped.
Season 4, chapter 2.
Dude, I am not alive right now. I am just not alive. I have not been playing the game as much as I normally would.
Yeah.
And I have not been Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
And you have not been uploading Minecraft.
For 2 weeks. For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks. I have not been uploading since last year.
I took a 2-week break, okay? But this coming week, I will attempt to release
something.
Maybe multiple videos. I don't know. We'll see.
If you... No. Stay tuned for literally the summer. Because the summer I'll have more time and less time at the same time.
I don't know how
I said time a lot.
I don't know how we're gonna make this summer work. Somehow we're gonna make this summer work.
Summer is gonna be a time of not resting.
We're just gonna drive through some. We're gonna be doing so many things. It's gonna go by so fast.
I'm not tired.
But you know what's crazy? The first week of summer.
Yeah.
No, you know what? The first
week of summer, I'm gonna get to rest.
The first week of May for you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
And then the week after.
Then you're gonna be like, okay, let's do something. And I'm gonna be like,
no. And then we gotta get the ball rolling.
Yeah, we really do gotta get the ball rolling here.
It's gone out of hand. No, but we definitely.
our view count has gone significantly down.
What?
Our view count.
Yeah.
Has gone significantly down. So we're not pumping out the quality content that we were.
Yeah.
We were getting
no thumbnail.
We were getting up to 30 plays and above.
Yeah.
Per video.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. I think that. We're also not uploading on the day we'd say we upload for some reason.
That too.
We're uploading our uploads are so sporadic. We have no structure.
Yeah.
We're not following the consistent. We're not doing React Monday. We're not doing the vlogs anymore. We're not doing whatever Wednesday. And even the podcast somehow is still holding on by I don't know what's going on.
It's just easy to do the podcast. I just show up and I talk about my life or talk about someone else's life.
Yeah.
And then make a joke about their life and how jealous I am. No, I'm kidding.
I show up and talk. That's all I gotta do.
Show up and talk. This is a talk show, guys. We talk on the. Oh my gosh, the whole concept of talk show finally makes sense. It's crazy. You guys just blew my mind. If you're not vibing with my energy right now, it's because I'm not vibing with my energy right now. And if you don't know what the vibes are, that's your problem.
Okay, I don't even know what just occurred.
You're welcome.
I'm a little...
Welcome to Confusion Part 17.
No, we're not doing that again.
I love doing that. I honestly think we should create a separate YouTube channel and then just create like a raw, unedited confusion, just bare audio of just my life. I'll just randomly be like, "You mind if I record?" And we'll be like, "No, okay, let's talk about this." And it'd just be like something about like deportation or something, like really tragic, like something bad, like a drug deal gone bad. Like that's the kind of material I'd be throwing up in there. Also, I'd like to just formally announce I don't do drugs and I have no correlation to them.
Okay,
cover my bases.
Completely unnecessary. What was I gonna say? Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day, and I want to ask you, and I think it'll be pretty funny, right? So because you're taking radio, right?
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Am I?
The people know this already.
Am I taking radio?
Yeah, you are.
Suddenly my voice is starting to change because you mentioned radio.
Okay, well, can I get to it? Okay, yes. So usually they do like, if you get hired,
if I get
at a station, and you become a host,
I become a host.
They're gonna do like a background check on you.
They do a background check,
and they're gonna see everything that's been posted by you on social media.
Well, they're not gonna see everything, but they're gonna try.
I mean, it will be pretty funny because if they stumble upon this podcast,
yep,
you know how many hours they have to go through?
Oh yeah,
that's a lot of time.
They're not gonna do it all.
Of course not.
But they're just gonna see the type of personality I am.
Yeah,
and then they're gonna realize, okay, he's a little odd. Maybe we'll give him a chance.
He's a little odd.
It's a little odd.
That's it. That's the best you get. No, but I think...
See, but like also, this is like a professional, non-professional set.
I mean,
this is something I started in high school.
This is very non-professional. I mean, when I tell people I do a podcast, they go, you do a podcast?
Yeah.
And then it's like a double take. And I mean, I've had multiple people reach out to me asking for help on how to start a podcast.
Yeah.
And I've gotten to the point now where I'm like, okay, sure. And then they ask me, what kind of equipment do you recommend? And my follow-up question is like, it depends on your budget. Yeah. And then after that, they don't get back to me.
Yeah, because they get intimidated by that.
No, I don't think it's that they get intimidated. I think it's the fact that a lot of people are like, oh, whoa. Like when we start talking money, a lot of people are like, I don't want to invest. Like they're saying like $10 microphone, you know?
No, don't do that.
So,
I mean, you can use your phone. Like if you're a solo podcast.
Yeah.
And you're just starting off.
Yeah.
Use your phone.
Well, yeah, but then...
Download Audacity as your free software for editing.
Here's the thing. A lot of people, when they want to start a podcast, they want to start with their group of friends, right?
Yeah.
It's like 6-7 people.
They like the talk show idea.
Yeah, so it's like 6-7 people, right? And then what ends up happening is that I'm like, okay, is this audio only?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, no, maybe, we haven't talked about it yet. I'm like, okay, well, if it's audio only, then all you need to do is get microphones, get a soundboard.
Yeah, see, like for talking,
but then
friends.
Wait, let me finish. Yeah. But then it gets crazy because after that, it's and sometimes they'll get like, no, I want to do video.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, if it's 7 people, you need more than one camera.
Yeah, because also like you're wide because it's gonna be a wide angle.
Yeah,
right, and you're probably gonna need to be, with like studio microphones heavily filtered. Because you're gonna be probably somewhat close to each other,
right? Exactly.
So soundboard. It's just more money.
Yeah, right. So when we're like done having this conversation, I can't remember who. So I had a conversation with someone where like I brought money and then they never got back to me.
Yeah.
And then I had another person who we got into the conversation.
Yeah.
And like I think when it was all said and done, we were looking like $4,000.
Yeah.
And the guy also had to buy a new computer because he had like a notebook.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, so you're looking at like $6,000.
Yeah.
Realistically. And then and that's like with like tax and everything. I'm like, so you're looking at like $6,000. Guy's like, I can't do this. This is great. I'm like, well, if you and your friend, because they were like a group of like 4 people. I'm like, if you guys want to do this, I mean, between the 4 of you, like you technically, because they all got jobs. I'm like, if you guys want to invest in this, that's how you gotta do it. I'm like, also, don't expect to get like lots of views as soon as you start.
Yeah.
Like maybe your first episode will get a lot.
Yeah.
But your second episode will be like.
Well, that depends.
Well, okay, so
because Also, like here's the thing with us as well.
Mhm.
We're a talk show without a niche,
Right. Yeah.
right? So it's not like going out interviewing musicians. It's not going out interviewing, I don't know,
Right.
whoever. It's not interview based.
Yeah.
It's about us,
Right.
and it's not like a biography, anyways.
Yeah.
It's just like our viewpoints, what we thought about something,
Right.
and then we talk about it, and we throw a bunch of jokes in there. We do hypotheticals.
Yeah.
That's our whole spiel. That's not a niche.
Yeah.
That's just us.
Yeah.
We're selling us, and that's a lot more difficult than something that's niched.
Right.
Because,
So
like, let's say you have a
no,
group of
but-
friends.
wait.
You
So
can
so
pick
it,
a topic.
yeah. But here's the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're having this conversation, right? I'm like, and then so what I was trying to explain is like your first episode will probably get a lot of views
Yeah.
or plays because of your friends, right? If you throw it
Yeah.
on like your Instagram or your Facebook or whatever, you tweet it out, people see it, people will be like, oh, that's cool, and they'll click and they'll
Yeah.
follow, whatever, right? So it's a whole thing. But alternatively, you can't rely on your friends to be the ones listening to it all the time.
Yeah.
Like those aren't where the views come in. You need random
You
people.
need organic, random
You need
people.
random organic
Also, making your creation not the same.
Right.
So, if your first video is good,
Yeah.
you want your next video to be just as good, but give them more insight as to what is going to be brought to them.
Right. So then we got into topic.
Yeah.
Like, what are you guys going to be talking about?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we just thought like we tell like stories about like stuff and
Yeah.
right. And then I'm like, okay, so it's like a story based podcast,
Yeah.
like where you all like sit around and tell stories to each other. And he goes, yeah, and yeah. So then that was the main idea.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Do you guys have like a structure of how you want to do it?
Yeah.
Right. And they goes, no, I haven't even thought about
Yeah,
that.
see, that's also the other thing.
Right, like because for us, our structure is super loose,
Yeah.
but there is a
format.
A format. There's a
Yeah.
format, right? And all of this, obviously, for us was like a learning curve.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain this over like 6 texts to someone, and
Yeah.
they're like expecting I'm gonna be like, "Yo, I'll produce it for you. I got the gear. Just come over, film it." Like,
Yeah,
I can't do that. I'm sorry. I'd love to, but I can't.
I mean, technically, with the career I'm taking, because it's a like radio
Right, yeah.
and podcasting. Technically, if you wanted to hire me, I wouldn't bring you your equipment.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to hire me to produce and edit, maybe script write a few like things if you wanted it,
Yeah.
that's literally what I do every day.
Right. I mean, we're up. I mean, I could technically do the same because
Yeah.
I do this already.
Yeah.
Look, you went to school for it. I'm just doing it.
Yeah, I know.
So it's one of those things where obviously like I'm down to
Like,
help.
I know if you and I,
Yeah.
if we decided to start a niche podcast,
Right.
oh, I could, in like 3 weeks.
I feel
In
like
3 weeks, I could get us our first sponsor.
okay. Look, the other day I was thinking about this, and I
Yeah.
feel like we get hit by copyright. But I wanted to start a Pokemon rewatch podcast.
Pokemon rewatch podcast.
Yeah, like
How so?
like we watch episode 1
Uh-huh.
and then just talk about it. Because like this has been coming
so
back.
a video podcast.
Yeah. But a lot of people are doing this, where like especially actors
Yeah.
or like directors of a specific show,
Mhm.
they'll go back. But there's also there's this one podcast. They'll watch the first 3 episodes of any anime around. I think they're
Yeah.
called something Sunshiners. I'm sorry,
Can't remember.
I don't remember your name right now, but I will look it up and I will I can't maybe I'll link it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we don't know.
I can't remember the name right now, but what they do is they'd watch the first 3 episodes of an anime and then talk about it, and that's their whole spiel.
Yeah.
And you know what's really funny is that they never finish the anime.
Yeah.
It's like it's the running joke where they're like, it reminds you of this anime, but I don't really know because I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
It's like the running joke is like we never finish an anime, we just watch the first 3 episodes.
Oh my
and that's
gosh.
it. They're living by the 3 episode rule, like by true heart. It's the greatest thing ever, and it's so funny because I just like I can't imagine what, because it's only like they're audio only.
See, because like by third episode, that's development.
Yeah.
Like you're done
Right,
world building.
But what's so
and you're getting into the
what's
story.
so funny is the fact that like they're audio only,
Yeah.
so there's no comment section.
Yeah.
Because they're only on Spotify. I think they're only on Spotify. I think.
Yeah.
So it's really funny when you're like
recommend it. DM us on Instagram.
yeah, it's so funny because they
Yeah.
will like reference an anime.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but I only saw the first 3 episodes, so I don't really know if that's like a tie-in or
Yeah.
not. So, but it is that's what made it so good, right?
Yeah.
Because they're not watching anime the way normal people do.
Mm-hmm.
They're just, and what's really funny too is that sometimes they'll watch an anime, watch the first 3 episodes and then wait for the next season and watch the next 3 episodes. So they're totally lost. They have no idea what's going on.
Oh, wait, that person is new.
No context whatsoever. And this one time, I can't remember what anime they watched where they're like the first episode summed up the previous season. So I kind of understood what was going on. They're like, that's the first time we have like an anime recap episode as the first episode. So it's stuff like that where I think a lot of people don't understand how you just gotta kind of find your thing. Yeah. But for us, obviously, we're selling ourselves. It's not like.
Yeah. Well, that sounds weird. I mean, but you're not wrong. It sounds. Yeah, weird. It's like because I know we could definitely produce something that would generate a good.
I know, but
a good feedback. But this is what I like. Yeah. This right here. This is real. This is authentic. Yeah. Right. You're not gonna get this anywhere else.
And none of it's scripted. None of it's like laid out. We're just kind of.
Right into it.
Right. No, but going back to what I was saying, right? So, and then I had another person, actually way back, like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, they reached out. Yeah. They're like, I want to start a podcast. I'm like, okay, cool. What's it going to be about? And they're like, oh, like relationship stuff. Cause like they're both married and they're like, and they're both female. And they're like, you know, like start like a couples therapy sort of thing. And we're thinking of calling it that. Yeah. So I'm like, that's great. It's a great idea. Yeah. Love it. Perfect. There's only one problem with it. I'm like, what? That name's already taken. And they go, what? Why are you listening to a couples therapy? You're not even like, you don't even have any.
All you gotta do is jump on Spotify.
No. This is the thing. Casey Neistat had a podcast called Couples Therapy with him and his wife.
Oh, there you go.
So I was like, this is a no go. You need to come up with a new name. That's the other thing too. Finding a name for your pod is so hard because there's so like our podcast. Yeah. Okay, so our podcast, as you obviously know, is called Two Latin Brothers podcast, but we also go by T.L.B.P. Yeah. So recently, I was talking about last year. So it's already been a year. So last year, in like November-ish, another podcast started in Brazil. Yeah. And I believe they were from Brazil, called Two Latin Brothers. Yeah. And then I was like, I kind of wanted to like shoot them an email, and be like, hey. Yeah, like this is our name. Like you can't just like jump in here and take it. And then it was really funny because like the YouTube channel wasn't even called. Yeah, it was like something random. And then the podcast, that's what it was called. Yeah, and they were getting like some pretty good views. Yeah, and then I think one of them tried to make like an Instagram for it. Yeah, and then found that it was taken. Yeah, and then I'm sure they tried the Twitter. Also taken. And then so obviously this is kind of like kept happening, right? And then and even the email is taken because I have it. Yeah. So we obviously because of all this stuff, right? Yeah. So at one point I kind of like left it. I'm like, you know what? I'm sure it's not going to be an issue. Yeah. Like later down the road, if it becomes an issue, like I'll address it because we've been around longer. Yeah. And then I remember going like I stumble upon it again by accident. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's funny because they changed their name. Oh. It's like Two Latin Brothers. I think it's Two Portuguese Brothers or something like that now. Yeah. But I'm like, that's gold. That's what it's like now because there's just so many people creating podcasts and just trying to get like a brand.
Because it's cost efficient. Yeah. When you want to make one. Yeah. And once you get it going. Yeah. It becomes habit and becomes second nature to you to just keep going with the creation.
Yeah, of course.
Like, this is the one thing we can maintain going.
Right, yeah.
And not have to worry about it because we know we'll bring something to the table, something interesting.
And because we're always living, right? Like, it's not like we stop.
Well, I can stop.
I mean, whoa.
Okay, bro. Never mind. I thought about it for a second. I changed my mind.
Yeah, no, he's gonna live. We had a... And the other thing, too, is like, there are so many stories that we have. Yeah. That because of people, we can't say, like... Oh, yeah. There's, like this, like, some of the stories you've told me from class. Yeah. Oh, man. I want those people on this podcast.
Some of these people are questioning what I've talked to you about.
I want those people on the podcast telling the story.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because, like, it's just so funny. I can bring some
of these people on, I think.
It's so funny. And the other thing, too, is obviously with what's been going on, you know, we kind of avoid certain topics, obviously like the news or anything political, because all of that stuff.
We'll address like big news. Yeah. So, for example, the Queen passing.
Right. Yeah.
That was something we addressed. Yeah. Russia and Ukraine. That was also something we addressed.
But like we try to avoid a lot of that stuff because
controversy.
It's not about controversy. Actually, it's more like we're not very a serious toned podcast.
Yeah,
we're more like, hey, let's joke around and stuff.
Yeah,
and obviously we've had episodes, or we've titled them like that.
Yeah,
because like when Kobe passed away, when Chadwick Boseman passed away, right? These are obviously people who, especially in our lives, they had a big impact because it's stuff we're personally interested in, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, and for like when the Queen passed away, for us that's big because she's on every coin I've ever owned. So it's kind of challenging, right? So it obviously it's been very challenging to kind of walk that line between what to share and what not to share. That's the other thing too. I had a conversation with someone very long about that. How when I tell a story on the podcast, I will purposely not say people's names. Yeah. And very, very, very few times I've had people be like, hey, why'd you tell that story? And I'll be like, how do you know it's about you? And they go, because I was there when it happened. Yeah. And I'm like, but it's very rare. Like, as long as I don't say names, people don't get mad. Like that's the other thing too. And I've had people ask me, actually, so I can't remember who I was hanging out with, and they're like, you can't say this on the podcast. Like, they just like cut me up. Straight up. They just like straight up. I'm like, why? This is great. Why not? And they go, because like I don't want this out there. I'm like, but no one's gonna know it's you. Yeah. They're like, but I hang out with you every day. Like, they're gonna know it's me.
Well, they don't know that.
I'm like, so it's
that's like the biggest concern with people. Yeah, it's like due to correlation. Right. So they're like, that sounds like this person. Yeah, that sounds like something they somewhat told me about, but not the full thing. And then that can cause a whole unwinding.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's life. You know what? We should probably call this episode "Insight of Podcast."
Okay.
The insights of the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, and also learning to edit and audio, video, like all that. Yeah. There's a
learning curve.
There's a lot of stuff that one has to learn and pick up. Yeah. And most people think it's easy. Yeah. But it's
Once
really.
you decide to become serious with it. Yeah. You realize how time consuming it can be.
Oh yeah. I mean, the first I'd say the first 3 months. Yeah. Are just learning.
Yeah. If you can get past those first 3 months. Yeah. You're set.
Yeah, because then you get into a groove and you kind of know what's going on. The only issue I think that happens with most is lack of motivation. Yeah. Because once you hit like month 4 or 5, and the numbers are kind of like stagnant, they're not moving up, they're not moving down.
Niche topic, sometimes you can run out of ideas.
Right. Yeah.
For that specific topic. Right. If there's no developing news, that can like cause you to be stumped a little bit. Right. Yeah. So it's also good if you're niched to plan out like your season or your episodes ahead of time.
Right. Yeah. So
unlike us, we can just jump right in and be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing too. I found that for a lot of people, when it comes to that, like when I tell people, look, your 5th month is the hardest month, and they go, what? Why? And I go, because I remember when we started on the 5th month. Yeah. I was done. Like I was exhausted because I was also doing college at the same time. Yeah. So I was doing college at the same time, and the 5th month I had just finished school, and I'm like, I don't have anything current to talk about.
Yeah. See, that's also another thing with COVID. Yeah. We really learned to come up with topics on the spot. Yeah. And we call it the journal arc. Well, I called it the journal arc. Because we weren't going outside. Yeah. So yes, we were talking about COVID numbers. We were talking things that we were experiencing, toilet paper going out, like such weird things that happened during that time. Yeah. But we found content to talk about, and we even started doing Skype calls with some people.
Yeah, we did Skype call interview like guests. We also, what was the other thing we did? Well, we started talking about our childhoods.
Oh yeah.
And like things about our child. We got really. Like, there's an episode where I talk about carrying you for the first time as a baby.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend text me. She's like, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Oh, and I was like, well, it's because it was real. It was in the moment. Like, I'm literally staring at, because the thing is, when we used to record, when we were recording that season, we had one microphone, and we would set up one mic. It was only audio, so we'd set up one microphone and put it in front, like in between us. Yeah. And we would talk, staring at each other. Yeah. So it's just like a normal conversation, but I remember that in that episode, like I'm just like looking at you. I'm like, I remember you, like I could carry you, and it was a whole thing. Yeah. like also like as brothers, I felt like the bond between us,
brotherly
like
love.
no, but the bond between us grew in that moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like you got to see, you got to hear at least what I was going through the moment I was carrying you, right? And that's like, I'm sure there's a lot of people who have never expressed that to their siblings.
Yeah, I mean, because the stereotype of siblings is that there's always a constant rivalry,
right?
Or you're constantly getting in each other's like hair, nose, or whatever.
Yeah.
You're just butting heads all the time. That's the stereotype for siblings,
right?
And I find it a lot more here, in Canada. Because like I have friends like outside of Canada, and the dynamics like slightly different,
right?
But I find that it's more like that. They're willing to do anything for their sibling, but to hang out with their sibling is like a drag,
right?
That makes any sense?
No, that makes sense, and I've noticed it too. I mean, I tell people, yo, hang out with your brother every now and then. Like, do that, do the Mossad. Anyway, we gotta wrap up. We gotta wrap up.
Okay, guys, this has been Two Latin Brothers Podcast. Everything's always in the description, whether it be up, down, left, or right. Make sure to share with your grandmother, share with your rooster, share with your donkey, share with your chinchilla, share with your doodle-doo. I don't know what you're gonna share with, but just share with everybody and everything. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bye.